Alright, so we're live. I'm live here on Facebook and on YouTube. So if you're watching on the Facebook one, I was just waiting for the YouTube one to load up. So anyway, these are my first thoughts on the Galaxy Note 8. So I haven't been physically able to hold the device as of yet. This is mainly because no schools currently have it at the minute. Obviously because the Samsung Unpacked events went out about an hour or two ago, and I watched that and I watched other people's hands-on with it, and basically, yeah, all the rumours about it were true, so that was that. But it looks to be a pretty damn good phone. However, I have the problem that I have with quite a lot of the Notes as of recent years. Basically, from the Note 5 onwards, it just seems to be a slightly better S8 Plus, and this is kind of the case again this time. It's not a dramatically different phone. I mean, the screen size is only slightly bigger by 0.1 inches. It's a 6.3 inch display, so slightly tiniest bit bigger, but it's more squared off, which I quite like. It's less curvy and more squared off look, which I personally prefer. The UK, as of ever, is only getting 2 colours on launch. I don't know why. Why does the UK only get 2 colours on launch, yet every other country in the world seems to get 3? We get black and we get gold, which is a shame because I quite like the new deep sea blue colour. You know, that out of the 4 colours, you know, probably that was the one I was gonna choose out of them, but the UK is not going to get them that, unfortunately, at least not for some time. Saying that though, it's still although the price is ridiculously high, it's, you know, not as high as I thought it was going to be. It's £869 in the UK. Now, if you pre-order it by September the 14th, you get a free Samsung DeX for free if you pre-order by that point, which is good because, you know, the price you're paying for this, it's going to get something free. It still comes with the AKG earphones in the box, which are actually made by Samsung but tuned by AKG. But other than that, you know, it's okay. Let's talk about the stuff I like about it, because I will be getting this phone, as long as it doesn't explode like last year. Ooh. Yes, I know everyone's going to be memeing that again. But the camera, the whole doing the sort of portrait photo, sort of like what Apple does in their videos, and it's a yay, nay. I would have much preferred either a monochrome sensor or a wide-angled sensor. You know, either of those I would have much preferred to just go 2x optical zoom lens, which I've got. I mean, I've got this for that. I've got a camera for that. You know, this does, what does it do? This goes 30 times optical zoom. This. I had this for that, and moving this around. There we go. I'm just moving the camera on here around just because signal at the moment is not great. Way hey. But other than that, it does look like a really nice camera nonetheless. I mean, and something I'm really happy about, both cameras have optical image stabilization in them. Yes, finally. A dual sensor that, where both sensors have optical image stabilization. So we finally have a smartphone with that. The battery is disappointing though, because I will kill that battery. You know, no problem. I will get through that battery extremely quickly. So it means I am going to have to. It's not an option. I am going to have to bring around with me my power bank. Luckily, it's a fast charge power bank. Also, they didn't say whether it was quick charge 2.0 or 3.0, so I'm assuming it's still quick charge 2.0, which is something again I'm disappointed about if it is true. If it's not, I don't know, but they never mentioned it. something else they didn't mention, whether it has, I don't know if, did they mention if it has stereo speakers? I don't think it does. And also, I wish they'd stop going on about Bixby. I really could not give two shits about Bixby at all, and I don't think anyone else would. And the fact that you can't remap the button, at least not without roosing, I believe. So that sucks, basically. You can't do that. I seem to be complaining a lot about this thing. I do really like it. I mean, it is I mean, if you've seen the displays of the S8 and S8 Plus, they look absolutely amazing. The fact that it's a bigger display in the same footprint of like the previous Notes, which at the moment I've got a Note 4, because technically that is the latest Note you can get in the UK, actually, because the Note 5 was never released around here, and the Note 7 never came to be, because it kept getting pushed back because it was released in other countries first, so we never properly actually got it at all. Is there anything else to say about it? I like it. The S Pen, it's got a finer tip with more levels of pressure sensitivity, which is like, I do use the S Pen, not a lot, but when I use it, it is useful. That's one of those things, you know, you think, oh, I'm never going to use it, but when you do use it, it is really useful. It's just one of those things, you may not use it a lot, but when you use it, it's incredibly useful. I use it, you know, for precision pointing at stuff or highlighting stuff, which is, you know, it's really good for that. And also sometimes off-screen notes, if I want to just pull it out and the screen's still off, I can write on it, write a note, pop the S Pen back in, done, saved it. That's particularly helpful in stuff like shopping lists, or if I need to remember something like a phone number or something like that, then it comes in extremely handy for that. Other than that, well, I'm trying to think of something that maybe might make it worthwhile for people. I mean, if you've got, say, an S7 Edge or something, or any of last year's Samsung smartphones, is it worth upgrading to this? If you've got a standard S7 or before that, then yes. But if you've got an S7 Edge or some other equivalent smartphone that's close to that screen size and you think of jumping up to that, probably not. It's very expensive as well. It is the most expensive Samsung smartphone ever. Luckily it does come with 64 gigs of inbuilt storage, which is nice. Because, you know, I fill up storage like mad. I have to rely on OTG flash drives from Sangus to get them out, because I filled up several of them. You know, I carry them around with me because I filled up the SD card, filled up the phone storage, so I have to carry them all on there. On that, it does look look nice, and you will get DeX again for free, you know, with the pre-order. The US, I don't know what you'll be getting. I can only see what the UK is going to be getting. Actually, I'm just curious, how much is DeX? Let's have a look. How much is DeX? Does anyone know? Let's see. Samsung DeX. Okay, so, okay. Alright, so at the Samsung store, it's £139. However, most places are putting it at under £100. I'm seeing it for like £90, £80. You know, but it's nice they're giving it, yeah, so £89. But the Samsung store to 140, so it's nice they're giving you something that's actually more expensive this time around. However, I don't know how many people actually care about DeX. To be honest, more people you know, cared about the Gear VR than DeX. And To be honest, what I really wanted was them to include a 256 gig micro SD card. That would be nice, or even a 128 gig one. You know, something a bit more useful. You know, may not be the most exciting thing in the world, but something that's legitimately useful. Because SD cards in this country again are going up in prices. But water resistance is still here with the Note 8. That's all still here, which is nice. But everything else here in the box is exactly the same. The fingerprint scanner is still on the back, however, it's slightly better in some ways because it's more distinct on the back this time around. I think it's more distinct, like in its own section. If you've seen the design, it's like in its own little grooved off section. So hopefully it may be slightly better. I don't know. If you use your phone in your right hand, it's going to be a living nightmare. I use mine in my left hand since I'm left-handed, though. You know, use the iris scanner. I don't know if that's something, you know, if you can't live without a fingerprint scanner, then this is not going to be for you at all. Other than that, also, hopefully, this Samsung hopefully should get updates on their devices a lot better. Hopefully. Again, I haven't tested the device, and also, so I haven't had a look at it. But I will do an unboxing of it, and also I'll see if I can try and get one of those full adhesive tempered glass screen protectors, because there were a couple cropping up for the S8 and S8 Plus a couple of months or so ago. So I'm hoping that there's going to be some for the Note. There's going to be some for the Note 8. So anyway, say goodbye to the Facebook stream, and you say goodbye to the YouTube stream. Anyway, that's it for this. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and bye bye.